What up, people? We come to you from Twitch, an ever so slightly inebriated Twitch. Yeah, I'd stream tonight. Very last minute decision. I was aware that I've not streamed in a while, so thought I'll give it a go, you know? Last time I played, the game crashed on me a couple of times. And to be fair, it's been doing that since then. I thought it was because I just undervolted and overclocked the card. And I tuned back some of those settings and it did kind of seem to make it a little bit better. It didn't stammer as much, but it still crashed, so. But we'll see. I'm expecting it'll crash a couple of times tonight. But we'll see how we go. We'll see how it goes. I'm in the mood to shoot people in the face. So let's do that, shall we? Couple of rounds in the noggin. Be nice. But we'll see how we go. Yeah, while we're waiting for this to queue up, I still haven't fixed this. I haven't even looked at it, to be honest. The whole PUBG OBS overlay thing. Right now I'm having to just share my whole desktop. It's fine. I don't care. It'd be nice if it actually properly hooked into the game like it used to. Excuse me. But we'll see how we go. As you can tell, I'm a bit hiccupy. It's just because no real reason for it really. I've had some chocolate. So it's a bit like, you know. So I've had a little bit of dark mint chocolate. And I've got a couple of tea going at the moment. A decaf tea. Which I'm going to slurp. But I'll mute first on it. There you go, save you the slurp. Because it is still pretty hot. So yeah. Just finished watching. I have had a couple of drinks tonight for a change. Which is one of the reasons why I'm streaming, because I tend not to stream until I've had a drink, which is kind of a weird thing. But I was watching Deadpool Wolverine thing tonight. And as much as I kind of drifted away from the MCU X-Men universe thing, that ever since Infinity War with Marvel, it all just seemed kind of pointless. Like it was just, you know, it was just at that point deep in the, is it with expression? What is the expression? Flogging the dead horse or something? Where basically the story had, all the stories had come and intertwined and come to the natural conclusion, and yet they were still hashing it out with more films that were just stupid. I mean, some stuff like Guardians of the Galaxy 3 or whatever it was, I never even bothered watching, because what's the point, right? There's no point. But the whole Deadpool thing, I liked it, man. It was good. It was nice for them to set some of them in a more adult theme. I mean, some of the language was, at the very beginning at least, it was very kind of pointless, to be honest. It was them swearing just to almost kind of get the reaction of swearing. Like, oh, he's swearing. It's kind of stupid. But after it settled into the film and that, they just kind of carried on. That was good. Yeah. But then I have tended to like that kind of film. You know, you sit down, lift the top off your head, disengage brain, and just enjoy it for what it is. Just entertainment, you know. Some people get too invested in it, and characters have to behave this certain way or dress this certain way, and it's like, no, it's just let it be fun, you know. That's why I've liked almost all of the Star Wars films. Almost all. I'm not invested in it as much as it's formed part of my growing up experience. It's not really been that big of a deal, except for Jar Jar Binks. It's just like, what a shit character. Hope I'd hit at least one of them. Oh my god. But yeah, but it was good. It was nice to kind of switch off the brain a little bit and just enjoy it, you know. Which is weird because the original Deadpool films I wasn't that keen on, to be honest. The first one was okay, but the second one was like, oh, here's Wade Wilson again. Here's Ryan Reynolds being Ryan Reynolds in yet another film. But this one was different. Good, liked it. Head. Yep. So I get quite a lot of films from my Plex server. And yeah, this is one of the ones that I was actually quite glad I got. Good. Feels like money well spent. Should be collecting all those 7s, I don't really need all those 7s. So what's it? Oh, there we go. There's a guy over here. We'll say hi. Oops, X is what we want, not B. Oh my god. Wait a minute, but take a headshot though, that'd be nice. I think I was winging him there, I wasn't actually hitting him properly. I'm normally a bit better with the SLR than that. Oh well. No. It sounds a little bit quiet this game today. Weird. $145 fives. Enough of those. Just grab that bike and then head in. Not even been looking at the kill feed. This guy crawl to. God damn it. Fancy bike, shall we? We'll go there. Go through Picado for this. Not quite. Take a wee dip to the right. Technically this is drunk driving. Thanks to the terrain. Oh, it's doing that thing. Because of my ping, it doesn't quite know where the ground is. It starts kind of glitching in the ground. So I found that if you get off and back on again, then it kind of resets it. What there? Let's see where that drop came down. My keyboard's not at the right angle. Hold on a sec. One of those things that if it's just not quite right, then it does kind of throw me off. Lots of boosts and stuff. Aloop. What do I really need here? Heat pad and next up really. I wouldn't say no to a muzzle. Snuffler? What's the word for that? Silencer, that's the word. I picked it up, mine was still fresh. Oh, that's a regular comp. Handgun suppressor. That was a usable one for me there. Right in the middle, look at that. Okay, that's one thing. We've got 3 teat pads in here. There's so there's a. It's just the 2 times now. Just to finish it off, really. Go central. So someone up there. Just the way the pixel went. Bit of extra contrast on this shit in the shadow of a rock that didn't look quite like a rock. Looked like a person crouching behind it. Let's have a look, see who's in the game, shall we? No, Team 8 is not real, so who's real? 4 is not real, 3 is real. So I presume 1, 2 and 3. Team 1. Alright. I thought there'd be more than that today. Saturday morning. Is that a 3 best? Yeah, it is. Get that there. I've only got a level 1 helmet, I just realised. I keep doing that. Pick up the basic helmet. I just don't bother looking for anything else. Not a problem. There we go. Oh, which side's it gonna go on? It's gonna be far side, isn't it? Can you? Yeah, here comes the cars to come get it. Smokes out and clears out. Okay, so they're not alone. One coming in over here. And right there behind the fence. Here's the problem. That's true. Eh? Oh, I was on his head as well, but that P90. Oh, someone else was shooting at his tires. Let's see how it goes. What should I have done there? I should have not gone out of zone. That's what I should have done. I didn't realise that the other person shooting was not on his team. Yeah, up to the right. I can see him at the bottom of the sign. Up, 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 up. There, there. Nice. Too high. Too high. Too high. So who's that then? That must be team 3? No, team 2 that is. That Billy Wheeling. He should run in. No reason for them to stay out now. Use the car as a distraction. Unless they use that to go right around the bank. Yeah, they'll probably go around the back. Up. Go on, boys. You get further around. There you go. Out. Slow way to go up. We're further down than that, so you should be alright too. I didn't actually realise that 23 here was not in a zona, because he's the only one that was doing any killing, I think. Realised I'm where's my... Where is it? That was in Discord. Oh, he's there on the stairs. One more shot. I'm just saying, he's not in his zone either. Come on, dude. I say down to your left, that's the other guy down to the left. Didn't even know Chud was there as well. What the hell, man? There's 3 on that team. Nice. Good of him not to throw like a grenade or molly or anything up there. Or even a smoke. Smoke's good just even as a noise distraction. He's not going to get him up, we should leave him. He just needs to stay in blue. No, he's dead. Oh, that's a shame. If he had a jammer, that would probably be in. One v one. And it's a bot. There you go. Yeah, the smokes are pretty good because, I mean, just as a sportsmanship thing, it's good to kind of not just flush people straight away. Even when you're solo against squads, sometimes it's, you know, depends what it is. If they're kind of a bit loose and all over the place, then I'll usually kind of keep them up, get them back into the game again, especially if it's early game. But then sometimes if they're very well coordinated, then sometimes you need to kind of pick people off just to try and even up the odds a little bit. I mean, if it's 4v1, then, you know, I don't think that's unreasonable. Apart from that, you usually are just doing that as a means of slowing them down, because then they have to go to a res tower. Get the person back in on another plane. So purely as a means of being an inconvenience. But yeah, I'm not one for like stealing chips and all that stuff. Right, they shouldn't. I wouldn't say that they shouldn't have that in the game, but they shouldn't have it that you can take a chip and then discard it. It should be that if you take an enemy's chip, then you're stuck with it until the end of the game. That's the way it should be, really. That way, if your teammates get revenge, they can recover your chip. That's fair. Picking up chips just for the sake of throwing them away again. I think that's just a bad mechanic in the game. Mechanic isn't the right word, but you know what I mean. I think I might have made a mistake with that decaf tea instead of regular tea. Oh well, never mind. Oh, I've still got chocolate here. Hello. Oh, yeah, there we go. That's quick. That's what I was hoping for. Was quick pops should be busy games. Don't want them too busy, but at the same time, I don't want them too empty either. Only 3 teams in that last game was a bit quiet. I just realised I don't have any music on. Get my music on. Where are you? The music we have going is, as usual, Above and Beyond. If you know, you know. We could go Donut. Dumpling, sorry, Dumpling. Or there's that one. Or we could go this way. Had a wasted day today. It was supposed to be wet all weekend, so I kind of geared up for a wet weekend. I was out on my bike yesterday. Had a few days off. And yeah, I went out riding yesterday, you know, it was good. Even kind of went out to the shops late last night, and I didn't really want to go to the shops. But I figured I didn't want to get the car wet. Just for the sake of being lazy, so... It was blue skies today, all day. Pretty good temperature too, but... Didn't really do anything. It's one of the things, I was going to go out on the bike today, and it was like, well... Where am I going to go? But I hadn't already been yesterday. I just didn't go anywhere. Yeah. Having said that, I have been sleeping a lot, which is good. I've needed to sleep some more. come on. I was going to say I'm not doing too bad for someone that's had a few drinks. Then I started dry humping the stairs there. Keep that in consideration. Not too far for the zone. Oh. Didn't realize I already had 3 first aids. So with the new, the next version of PUBG, not version, the next release, season, I guess, they'll be merging regions, which means that Japan and all the Orient, I guess you call it, their servers are all merging in with all the billion servers, which means they're bringing back solos. Is quite something that's not been a thing over in the Australian servers for quite a long time. So I just wonder how it's going to affect the gameplay. I have played in the, I don't know what you call it. The Japanese servers, I'll just call it Japanese servers. I have played in the Japanese servers before, but only because I had a mission to do. And it required me to, or wasn't it? I had to do something. It was just easier to do it as a solo game. It was busy. It's busy at that time of the morning. Like now it would be like 3/4 of the server would be full. And it's early morning for them. And Chewie's back in again. I should get a car. Although I'm close. Don't be mucking about, I should just be getting in. Visit my it wasn't showing on my other computer. No, it's playing. Good. For a minute there I thought I've just done the last however long. Half an hour just be a bit embarrassing. Wouldn't be the first time. Where are we going? There. Right, I know where that is. The crossroads, so in fact I'll go up here. This is our, oh no, they wouldn't have gone to Yasna. No. Game crashed. Oh, this is what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm recording. E. Thing. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. It's fine until you do, like, It's almost like I pressed too many keys. And it just shits the bed. I don't know what it is. I've also seen it when it's gone from the lobby into the airplane. A few times it's done that. It's almost like a sudden change in the graphics. Or usually if I'm in a building and I'm key mashing, because well, you don't really hang about when I'm in a building. I move around fairly quickly. And I'm throwing a lot of kind of key combinations down for picking up loot. So I'm just there. I think I was doing a 3-key combination while I was in the car to do something. I just kept driving. Let's get just make sure I'm running at speed there. No health lost either, which is good. I have to go across anyway. That's what I was doing actually, the tab to have a look at how many boosts I had. Exactly what I was doing. I think while I was doing a shift accelerate and tab at the same time. It's something like that that it just oh, you just saw it just kills it. Didn't do. It's not the first time it's done it. It's like when you go to do a boost there, it's a shift. Well, for me, it's key combination shift E. That gas station had nothing. Let me just stay there though. Annoying when it does that crash the game. At least it wasn't in such a bad position. Oh, the drop on that. That's further than I thought it was. I don't know, it's behind the tree somewhere. zone has me in the middle. Bad part there. It's close enough, but not so close. Take out that tire. Oh, here comes the car. I saw it. Ah. Oh. Not quite. Put it right on, then it blocks the view. Team 5 is real. Somebody was sniping from up here. Nick's got one. There is someone sniping up there. Come on, boys. Really didn't think I'd stay there. But nope. Too real, me. Too fake. One there. In the tower? Good aid, holy crap, dude. I ran right onto it. The fuck, they didn't know where I was. Oh, unless that was the guy I was shooting at. He was got a ghillie. Because he can't drive though. No, he doesn't have a ghillie. Huh, okay. Not too sure how I knew where I was there. Too close. There you go. I'll do it. Abort, abort. the bot. I think. Still in there. Oh, he's throwing the smokes. Oh, he's there. Nice shot. Blood out of him. You're shooting at the mark you put down. He's actually further left than that, I'm sure. The distance suppressing fire, keep him out in the blue. Oh, actually, he's got zone there. If he made it round. Still another bot up as well. Bot, I think. There he is. Left, 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 left. He's only now making a move for it. How does he know? The same guy that got me. Oh. Good spray. That was a decent spray with the MP5. Not easy when the person's lying down at that range. Actually, that's what I called this stream for today. One of these things that when I finish a stream, I usually rename it for the next time just so I don't forget. Alright. Alright. I'm kind of at the point now where I'm thinking about teaming up with people just because solo squad is a bit hard when you get some freshly caffeinated wide awake people. You far on at the moment. I'll try one more. Yeah, quickly I get murdered. This fucking map again. Just starts spamming Miramar at me. And as much as I don't like it, as much as the other maps, I'm a lot more tolerant of it as I used to be. But since this last update, or last change, it's been like one Erangel and then four Miramars. But no, stop it. It's supposed to be balanced. Ugh. Oh, I'm doing that thing. Again, I'm streaming. Have to be entertaining, right? Open a Discord on my other computer. People are putting up screenshots of people that have been banned from the game. It's good. The trouble is that they're putting up the full screen screenshot, and it's like you can't see who the name is. Just fucking zoom in on it, man. Can't see shit. Right. Next. Where shall we go? Get rid of this crap. Let's go to... The trouble is, places like this and this, they're good, but they're good for light squads. Which means that that's where squads will go. Which is not where I want to be. It needs to be big enough that I can get a decent loadout quickly, but not so big that like 3 and 4 people will come. So then I'm just killing myself pointlessly. Oh, I've not seen anyone. I've not seen anyone in the town either. Ooh, me knees. What do we need here? A vest. Side. Yep. Probably not that. What we do need. Tempting to go double sniper. Been a while. Yep, how's it going? Yeah, I've not really been streaming much at all, really. Not much. Mainly because I've had problems with the stability on the computer. It's not really been running properly. Well, it's running, but it's just game crashes. It makes it a bit difficult. I got a pan. I do. Up in and out. Have a poo. Shake that one out. That was my gun. At least we're in zone here. see how much ammo I've got because this crap in the way. What do we need here? Center bank is what I need. Oh yes, please. One of them will be nice. Thank you very much. Thank you very much indeed. Up. Got 4 smokes. Much. Okay. Okay. Really? Nothing in this room? Okay. Yeah, I was out yesterday, out on a bike. Just had a new set of front discs and rear discs put on the bike in the fire beam. It's looking very sparkly and golden at the moment. I did record a video a little while ago, but 6 weeks ago or so, but I don't know if it's going to make it to YouTube because it's the first one I've done since well, for a long time, let's just say. So and it's alright, but we'll see. Forecast is wet for tomorrow, so I might just stay in and do some more editing on it and just see if it's usable or not. We'll see. I'm promising nothing, you know. Right, let's get ourselves teammate Israel. Get ourselves a McLaren. McLaren? Yeah. Mother. Austin Powers in this shit right now. It's the problem with having a drink. I went for the left gap, not the right gap. No? Oh god. Well, never too late. I stopped riding for 13 years originally. Yeah, after I had my R1s. One of these things, I was riding so... I was just wild on the road, it's just unfucking real. When I think back on the stuff I used to ride, like, unreal. And a low-sided one, although I do think I did go over diesel, which didn't help. And then I got another one, and none of them survived more than 4,000 miles. The second one I flipped in a wheelie. Oh, game crashed. Yeah, and then the second one I flipped in a wheelie. And that was it. I stopped riding for... I knew that I was taking the piss and that my luck was going to run out, so I preempted that and just stopped riding for a long time, but just never stopped dreaming. Yeah, I just never stopped dreaming about it. It just never left my mind. Well, I did, obviously, but occasionally I'd have dreams about it. And then especially when the motovlogging stuff started happening more. After, what was his name? Svengali. Never really started at that point, but the time when like Von Grumble started becoming popular. Back then, that's when I was more aware of it, and then it's just one of these things you see it on YouTube and it kind of sparks that memory. And I decided to get another bike. You know, times had changed and I was older, had a bit more money, a bit more financial security. So, yeah, got the Fire Queen. Already had cameras from before, from when I used to go karting. Not that really. How long's it been now? 2012. It's been 12 years I've been back on bikes. Yeah, that was probably before Hassel. I mean, probably about 6 months after he started, I think. But yeah, he's done alright for himself. With all that stuff. Him and Al. I've not actually been looking. I've stopped following a lot of those guys for a long time. So yeah, I mean RJ always said that he was never a vlogger or anything. He just rode in London and uploaded videos of it. It was more than just that. Yeah, I hope he's doing alright. People stop for different reasons. I had some personal reasons as well as just the amount of time it takes to edit. I was just looking over there and somebody bloody shoots. I remember that as well. I was thinking about that the other day, funny enough. I had to park my bike up somewhere for something. Every time I have to park my bike in public, I always think about RJ. Saying that he just parked his bike to visit a friend. He literally went in for like a couple of minutes, came back out and it was gone. Such a good bike that was. It's one of the reasons I got the Husqvarna thing that I had. That didn't last very long. Where am I on this map? Further up. Yeah, I had the 701, which was alright, but they didn't tick the box, if you know what I mean. I've ridden other bikes, but none of them have come close to the Fireblade. Kind of a weird thing is, I don't know if it's just the trend with modern bikes that they all have like revs that, you know, like they give power at higher revs, which actually makes them harder to use on the road. If you've got a bike that gives you the torque that you want at that low revs, then the only one that came close to that I test rode the R1. Probably about, how many years ago now? 5-6 years ago? The MT9 R1 and well, MT10, MT9 and R1. And I've ridden a few of the later bikes. S1000 was just a joke. I've never stalled a bike so many times in my life. Trying to pull away from junctions and it's gutless under like 3,000 revs. Unreal. But the R1 was the closest to the Fireblade as far as torque low down. It's alright actually. So if any bike was going to replace it, it would have been that, I think. But it's still going strong. Ah, but you're not riding it, that's why. Do you think COVID had something to do with that? The whole lockdown and not going out, you just get into the habit of not going out and riding. I mean, I know you just said about your daughter and everything, but... I mean, if anything, it is a calculated risk. In some ways you are safer than in a car. Although you're more exposed, you can get away from traffic, I know, a lot easier than if you were in a car and you're literally stuck in traffic. So you can't get away from a situation where someone can run into you. Where are you going to get? Come to me. You're gonna get up there, aren't you? Oh, you messed it up. I'm gonna go for this car. Never heard of that. It's one of these things, I'm so comfortable with the Fireblade that I tend not to look at other bikes that much anymore. I'm aware of some of it, I mean, with 44 teeth I see stuff, but... I tend not to see much of what's new. Oh, no, I did that guy coming down here, I should have had that guy. But yeah, I was out yesterday. Bike's just been serviced and everything, so... It's nice to get out. Still. People have been really good. Driving's been... Although driving standards are normally pretty kind of crap. There's one or two. But yeah, the drivers have been pretty decent actually. Like if you're stuck in traffic, a lot of them are just getting out of the way, let you through. They've actually been really good recently. Not that I'm trying to encourage you or anything, but you know. Yeah. Me feeling it, that was a bot behind me. That I thought might have been a teammate. It's all exposed. In here. Oh. Oh yeah. You were up my neck of the woods then. Oh, that zone. Go over there for that zone. Right, let's see what happens. Going for it 4 times. Don't want the 6. Seconds. Here's 5. And 3's doing some business. 4 times now. With another 3 times in the best. Right. Don't. I really don't. I used to work shifts, and one of the things I really liked about it was that you on off days, everybody was at work, so the roads were more mine. A lot less traffic in the office. Oh, hello. Thanks for letting me know where you were. Fuck sakes, I got stuck in the doorway. And he was inside the thing. That might be why I got stuck in the doorway. I couldn't get in because he was in the way. It was to shut my ankles. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. That was legitimate. To be fair, he was exactly where I was going to be. I was going to go there and I was going to look at. It could be that he's the one that threw up the flare. And then just went out there. No. It's not too bad. I had to go around it to get when I was getting the bike service. It's not too bad. Okay, on the right there. Right at the rock. Oh my god, this guy. Yeah, they've been pretty good on the motorway. Just getting out of the way. I don't know what your bike was like, but people say about having a loud pipe saves lights and all that. But I always found that high beam works a lot better than a loud exhaust. You put the high beam on it when you're filtering and people just much further down the road get out of the way. Don't forget to pay the fine. They did me for that, actually. My car is Euro 6 and they still sent me a fine for not paying the ULEZ. EULEZ, sorry. No, it's the ultra low emission zone thing. And I just paid because I thought I made a because it's the ultra low emissions. So and I'd gone in. So you got the normal emission zone stuff, which is what is it 11 in the morning till no earlier than that, isn't it? 7 in the morning till 11 at night or something. And then you can go in to central London, but then they've got the ultra low emission zone, which is pretty much from the M25 all the way in. Yeah, and mine is as well, and I checked and it said it was, but then they sent me a fine because I'd gone in one night at like it was I went in about 2 in the morning, and they did me for it, and it was and mine's a 2018 I think, and it's like I'd checked before I went in and it said it was okay, but they sent me the fine and I'm like, oh, for God's sakes, so I paid the fine, and I mentioned it to somebody at work, and they said no, your car shouldn't have been fined for that. So I double checked, and right enough, it was right enough. I shouldn't have been fined for it, so I had to contest it by sending in a form, and I had to send in proof of my V5 and all that stuff, which says it's Euro 6, whatever it is. And yeah, and then what they did is they sent me a check back with the money back, and it's like, well, why couldn't you just give me it back on the card that I paid it on? You know, they make it really hard for you to get your money back. So, fuckers. So yeah, wasn't impressed with it. Like an 80 quid fine or something. And the worst point was that I went in at 2 in the morning for an old school kind of drive around London, do a bit of late night sightseeing and come home. But everything in London is 20 mile an hour zones now. So even though the roads were empty, it's like, it's just so fucking boring. I like to drive, you know, not just like cruise control and wait for something to come up like a traffic light. That's why I've got a problem with these lower speed limits nowadays. It's just, yeah, it's just making people sleepy at the wheel, I think. Yeah, it's basically the same. So you'd have had the same thing. They would have given it to you in a check. And then you've got to figure out which bank is now open near you that you can pay a check in. I got to admit, I do that in traffic on speed bumps when it's the full size speed bumps. It's like, yeah. The whole point of the ultra low emission zone, or the 20 mile an hour limits, they say it's for emissions, which is totally bullshit. If it was truly for emissions, then they would get rid of speed bumps. Because braking and accelerating burns so much more fuel than like just staying at a certain speed. I don't know about your car, but mine's more efficient at 40 than it is at 20. It's like 25 to the gallon at 20 mile an hour, and I get 40 to the gallon at 40. Or more than that, 45 to the gallon. So, yeah, if it truly was for emissions, then they should get rid of speed bumps. What is it? They call it traffic camming. But yeah, same thing. I'll like keep it in first gear when I'm going over the speed bumps and accelerate back up again because fuck them. It's not nice for the locals, but they're the only ones that can complain, I think, and get it changed. For them, at least. Oh. These guys might be real. Maybe. Find out. Maybe not. Well, that comes up in the MOT though, doesn't it? Yeah, when it comes to MOT time, you have to put your regular pipe on. I'm saying nothing. I don't condone it, but I don't disapprove either, you know what I mean? Yeah, let's get ourselves sorted out here. Oops. Gonna rain on this map. Hate the rain on these games. Just gonna mute it down a little bit. Papa, he's trying to shoot me through the wall. What's for you? Papa. Oh. There's quite a bit. That's not much. In that tree somewhere. Yeah, the old school days. Still do it though. A little bit different nowadays, but we still do it. For oh, dead body over here. Well, that's handy. It's popping up here. Good for zone. I'm saying nothing, but all I know is that I know that they've got the CBR6s back. And I thought that R6 was back. But I think it's only a track bike. I'm pretty sure it is back. We'll go to that. Maybe not in Europe, mind you, but I'm pretty sure it is back. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I think they just made it track only. But CBR6 you can just get for the road. I went with a friend up to Honda the other day just to have a look at the new Fireblades. Changed. They've moved to the peg position much further down. Yeah. They moved the peg position down on the Fireblade and the R6. Sorry, the CBR6. It feels like the old Fireblade. They look almost identical. Extended mic breathe. They stopped doing the R6 for a long time, and they have brought it back. I think it's like most things it wouldn't be compliant for ULEDs or anything like that. But you could, I think that's why they only did it as a track bike. Not so much for us, but for American emission laws. Like I saw somebody post the other day that on the airbox on well, they have a compliance like ULEZ 4. That's why you get the snatchy throttle on a lot of bikes, and they have done for a long time. And that's just to do with the tuning of bikes to get them through the emission compliance. That's why every single bike you get, you don't need to, but you should get it remapped. Just so that it can breathe properly. It gets rid of all the snatchy throttle. Basically, set it back to the way it was actually designed to work. Oh, I've got too many boosts. Oh, the helicopter coming. Nobody in here. Well, there's nobody on the helicopter. Yeah, I mean, I did the same thing with my car. I had it tuned after I got it. And even then, it didn't struggle, but it does run a bit leaner. You have to run it in the high octane. There's a guy in this building. sure it's a bot. Go say hi. Hi. He was also not where I thought he was. He was up the stairs. I'm a bit of a surprise. Aye, you've got to enjoy it though. Oh, Unker just ran over Unker. Or C4. What? I don't know what's going on over there. People getting run over and people getting C4'd. Looking for? Nice if I had extended mags, but Unker's pretty good, so I'll put my chance of winning this game at 3%, if that. Oh, I've got the audio storm, guys. They should die pretty quick. Two brothers. No, no. Still free for bikes. Well, last time I checked it was. Yeah, it's the same thing with, you can have a, as long as it's got a BSA count mark, you can have a bike without a catalytic converter in it, and it'll still go through MOT. The only thing that they can put on it is an advisory for noise. That's all that they can do. They don't actually prevent you from getting an MOT for changing the exhaust on it. But the number plate, they can prevent you from 30 different infractions of the number plate. But you can literally turn up to an MOT station with your bike on fire and it'll still pass. I don't know where anybody is right now. That's ahead. Get down! Nice. Got a funny feeling that's Hunger over there. No! Which helmet? I say hopefully they won't see me because I'm straight lining it all the way to this rock. Off. How do they even see me from there? I'm behind a rock. Oh, that was miles away. Really? Well, that's first aid up here. This was somebody in that tower up there. Yeah. Unless they're in that tower, they should not be hitting me. Oh, I'm in trouble here. Especially as I'm only a solo here. No more first aids, only boosts. What? What paper am I? What are you talking about? I don't know what that is. I'm gonna stay here. Where's my gun gone? Oh my god, somehow I've lost my fucking SLR. Are you shitting me? Where's my gun gone? Oh dear. If I had it, I could have been taking shots on them from here. The fuck did I lose my gun? I have to watch a replay to see why. Yeah, I can't go to the house because that's where they are. They're edge of zone there. hold that spray there for some reason. That's weird. I don't know where my gun went. There's 4 of them, you know? What can you do? 4 of them. I can't see how they'll do that road tax. I can understand if they could do it somewhere built up, like in central London, but they can't do pay by mile road tax because they already do that at the petrol pump. You know, the more miles you do, the more fuel you burn, the more you consume. The one I have heard is a tire tax, and that's basically so that they can start getting money from people that use EVs. Because the only consumables they have are, they don't even consume on brake pads. Because the engine does regenerative braking and deceleration. So pretty much tires are the only consumable that those have. I've heard that they were doing a tire tax, or thinking about it. They can't do the pay by mile because they've talked about that before and they didn't get through. There's no way they can get away with it. But they have to. Well, they have to make it from the government's perspective. They have to make it that they're getting as much money as they can out of the human population, but they can't do it at the detriment of the. They can't cut off the nose to spite the face, and the fact that they can't do it so bad that people will stop buying cars, because they need people to continue buying cars. If they make it too painful, people will stop buying them. I'm kind of close to it. With the speed limit stuff, I'm kind of close to it. I'd quite happily just ride a bike, pretty much. I don't really need a car, really. No reason why I can't hire a car for the few times I do a long journey, or get a taxi to the shops, or get food, get food delivered to me. No, I don't have to go to the shops. Yeah, no, it's not too late. Oh shit, it is, isn't it? 1:45. That's not too bad. Not too bad. I didn't get up until 12, so it's not that late. Oh, they don't. I'm glad that they don't do the kind of stupid taxation stuff that they do on bikes as they do in cars. Like they do that thing where if the car is more than, I don't know if it's still the same amount, 40 grand, you have to pay an extra premium car tax on top of the normal road tax for the first 3 years. Which is just ridiculous. Again, it's just price gouging the population. Yeah. It's not price gouging, it's just taking the piss. Yeah. And I was paying about the same for mine, and then it passed the 3 years, and now it's like 130 quid, 140 quid. And the old Subaru that I used to have, that would be still 600 because it's classed as a high emission car, but it's probably about the same as mine. Yeah, so just jump out that game because those guys are back in there again, so there's no point in me going against them. They're too experienced and too organised as a team, those guys. Especially if I'm dropping half my bloody weaponry. I don't know what the hell happened there. Still don't get that. Oh, you know what? When the something happened when I was in that building picking up a helmet and it glitched, didn't it? Oh yeah, I got the network lag. I bet you it's when I had the network lag, it kept the tab selected while I was clicking around trying to pick up the gun. Because I scoped with the SLR and I couldn't unscope it. I had to re-click my right mouse button to get it to release it. And that must have been when it dropped it. Fucking game. It's still buggy as fuck. Yeah, I don't think it's the future. I think hydrogen is definitely the future. And it's a technology that's been around for a long time. And I know an engineer that came over from New Zealand as a friend of the family. And they came over way back in like the very early 90s. And they had a meeting with Shell. And he'd developed hydrogen technology to run in vehicles. He'd worked it out basically, the chemistry for it all, including at one point blowing up his garage and his eyebrows with it. But he'd figured it out, and so he was going to Shell with the technology, and they bought it off him. So the technology is there. I think battery power is limited in its resource. Hydrogen, yeah, hydrogen is not a limited resource. And yeah, I don't know why. Well, I know why it's been stopped. It's because there's money in oil for the oil magnates, and at some point they will run out, and I don't know how, but they'll have to turn to that as their means of income. I think it wasn't just water; it needed something in the water to act as a catalyst. But yeah, it produces steam and water out the tailpipe. But he'd worked it out. He's only one guy. I'm sure others have done the same. And it's the same thing. If you have the patent for it, they'll buy the patent off you, or they'll buy the perpetual license. I mean, you get rich from it if you discover the formula or whatever, but it doesn't help the rest of us. He's a nice guy, that guy. Australia, New Zealand guy. Can't remember how we knew him. I don't know if they even do they? I know. What was that thing that they had? Yeah, I wonder. What's that thing that you used to get in cars? It used to be a cylinder, and you used to fill up with this gas, and it would burn at the same time as the fuel. And it was something to kind of offset the ethanol. No, not noise. Bloody fuck. Fast and the Furious over there. No, it was oh, what was it called? Lots of cars would be fitted, and you can get it retrofitted to your car. So at the back of the car, you'd have the normal fuel. Yeah, methanol. No, not methanol. Was it methanol? You'd have two slots in the back of your car, one for regular fuel, and then the other one would be for this gas. And I think it would go in as a liquid, and then that just makes your car more hungry for fuel. That's all. Um, no, I can't remember what it's called. Maybe it was. Yeah, LPG. That's it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I mean that was a thing for quite a long time. So I don't know about you guys, but I've been resisting the lower octane stuff for a while because that's got the E10 ethanol, which isn't good for the car or the bike. So at least the higher octane is the E5. Fucking game crashed. E10. Yeah, it's the same thing. That's why. I don't know if it's just the rubber or I don't know what it is, but it's definitely something that the E10 goes for. Not good for the. Yeah, same with mine. Mine's a turbo car, and it's even in the handbook, it says minimum 98 octane. It's mapped on 99. So that's what I keep it on as 99. And then the Fireblade, I'll use 99 most of the time. Wow. Really? That can't have been steel then. Yeah, so that's... But is that like a two-part tank, you know, where it's... You got the metal part, which is actually the fuel part, and then you got the plastic bit that kind of sits half on top? So if there was fuel spill, then I can imagine it might mess it up a bit. I can't imagine that... I can't imagine it would, not for steel. There's 3 vests here. I don't know, you do what you want to do with your own bike. Not for anyone else to decide. If you're going to ask a biker if you should buy or sell a bike, you know, they're going to tell you to keep it. So it's... You're asking the wrong crowd. That's like saying to a sex pervert, should I get a blowjob or not? It's like, what? You can only sell ownership. Oh, look, I killed somebody. That's the first. Oh. Come on. Right. Oh, can I not bloody hit nothing? Rhetorical, by the way. Yeah. And still, damn it. That's the one I was looking for. Look at that. It's a matter of going and trying different bikes, I think, isn't it? I saw one when I was out just looking at bikes. Look nice. I always kind of liked that kind of style of bike. It looks nice. Don't know how it rides at all. But do what you want. Your money, no mine. Yeah. Like I said, if you ask a bunch of coke addicts if you should buy another gram of coke, then they're going to tell you, yeah. Not that we're addicts at all, but you know. Yeah, right. The only thing that stops us is bloody traffic lights. Maybe. No, that's not true. Not like we're trade vans that decide that red lights are just for show. Get out of it. Can you see? I do. Can't speak to anyone else, Roger. Give me that, Bert. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, every time I've been stopped for... Well, except for one time. I've been stopped for exuberant driving, shall we call it, on the bike. It's usually by a cop that's also a biker and they kinda... You know. I did that once on my... I did that once in my car. I used to do this thing that if you went past a police car pretty quick, you kind of clutch in, and also if you just kind of dab on the handbrake, it would be enough that it would slow the car down, but they couldn't tell that your brake light, you were slowing down because of the... There's no brake lights with a handbrake. And one time, I went past this police car that had pulled somebody over for something, and they were on the side of the road. And I'm coming past them. I wasn't going too fast, but I was going quick enough that I thought, oh shit, I better kind of slow down. This is in the Subaru. As I went past, I kind of put it in a high gear and then put the handbrake on and it locked the rear wheels. So there's me going past, trying to be all subtle, and I'm like handbrake skidding it past this police car. He was... I think he looked a bit confused as to what the hell I was doing. He didn't stop me, but I was definitely expecting there to be an intervention at that point. Yeah, I've got one of them on mine as well. I fucking hate it. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the whole DSG gearbox thing. It's alright, and it is quick. There's no denying it, but... I'm a rack and pinion, big power, rear-wheel drive kind of driver. That's the way I was. Yeah, like, could get more dangerous. But yeah, it's definitely something lost by making things too automated. Can I make it across here, do you reckon? Yeah, it should be alright. Right, but you be shooting at me. do you? I don't hear other snooze now. A wee bit whiffy, but is enough. I didn't think he was going to go down with that, to be honest. Other side of that building. Where are we? Oh, we gotta go down here. Do we have anyone else coming in? Oh shit, that zone's already moving. There's someone here. Go say hi. Yeah. I did a driving day thing. And it was basically they called it stunt school. And it was basically you get an old kind of ratty MX-5 that they had, and let's just sort this out for a second. And yeah, and it's basically that. You basically are allowed to kind of hack the shit out of it, and they tell you what to do. And you're basically hacking about in this MX-5 and handbrake skidding it and all the stuff that you used to do in the car parks as a kid. But now you've got to pay like 80 quid to spend half an hour doing it with a racing driver. Like a proper drift kind of racing driver. That was good fun. I did alright. You got that thing where you're supposed to skid into a parking space, and I did all that. He seemed quite... Oh, he said, I did alright. I thought it's a sign of a misspent youth. Not a misspent youth, but... Too much fun in the car parks as a kid. But yeah. I don't know if you guys heard, but... I've been tempted by getting an M2. I've been really tempted about getting M2. There. Probably the competition, but not the CS, because that's just crazy money. And I know the new one looks really good, but apart from the body, I'm really not a fan of the whole boxy body on it. I saw that, I don't know if you know Litchfield or not. Litchfield did a tuning kit for it, and it's like very tempting. Oh, don't come over here and see me do it. Stays low, I'm alright. Yeah, it would be nice to have. This guy's sniping over here. across actually. A little bit of cover from the terrain here. There's that guy sniping over that side and I can't see where it was. Elroy's got a P90. Why do I feel like I'm just exposing myself over this side? DC tuning. What's that? I assume that's not just a remap. Is that a gearbox thing? Dead. Why did he just stay rising? That also took far too many hits for that M4. For that SLR. Even for an unwounded player, that's a lot of hits. So that wouldn't qualify for a manual gearbox, though, would it? $560 that was. Getting shot from down there. Move. Yeah, I wouldn't go back to another automatic gearbox. It's okay, but most of the time it's not. You know what I mean? I miss having a clutch lever. Because you can put a little bit of extra engine braking coming into a corner with a clutch lever. Right there. Corner of that building. Yeah, let's see if this guy comes in. Yeah. I've seen that as well, yeah, the whole clutchless. Yes. The whole kind of clutchless drink. The whole kind of clutchless gear thing. So they did that with Honda. Don't like it. Apart from the fact it's extra weight in the bike for something that you really don't need. Wait for this guy to repeak. realise my health was that low. 37 seconds. 5 alive. 4 alive. That's the aggro guys. Come on! Stuttering. We're running. Get right here. Really? Fucking saw me, did he? Oh wait, it is on here. Nothing I can do about this. Dead. At least I got one of them. You must have chased me around there then, Ashley. Because he was shooting from behind where I came from. Yeah, I've seen the auto clutch thing. I'm trying to remember where I saw it from. Somebody talked about it and I looked it up, and it's only this year they started doing them. I think, at least with the Hondas. On the 650F. I don't know if it's just in the States, which kind of makes more sense. I don't know what the justification is. Like to encourage more people to ride, or I don't know what. But and I saw the thing on 44 Teeth with the Yamaha one. Yeah, yeah, I saw that with the 44 Teeth thing. That I think it's slightly different. Is it? It makes sense for people that have a disability. For example, Hutchie that did the Elemanti team almost lost his leg in a crash after that. And he rides with the buttons on his handlebars because his foot can't do the actuation of the gearbox anymore. And he rides with an up-down button on the handlebars. And I think a few other riders do that. Yeah, it's first generation of it though. But with the racing bikes, I know that it's not just him. I think some people that don't have problems with gear levers, they use it just because they can keep their feet on the pegs. Because nigh them on it's so rough. And that's why they do the thumb brake thing, don't they, for anti-wheelie on the course, so that they don't have to try and do it with their foot. And yeah, so I think it's come from there. Yeah, I mean, I'll never have it. More than just the muscle memory of that. The only thing I could think of that is similar to that I would actually use is on motocross bikes. They have it's not a slipper clutch. It's I can't remember what it is. It uses the inertia of the engine spinning. When it gets to a certain RPM, it engages the clutch through, I guess, centrifugal or centripetal force. It pushes the clutch plate to engage. So on motocross, you can literally crash almost, and the engine stays running because it just disengages the clutch. And then you twist and go, but then you're still with a clutch lever and gears as normal. It purely goes on RPM on the bike. I forgot the name of it. It's just something simple like anti-stall or something. So, but I'll never have an auto on a bike. I think it's not. Would I say it's dangerous? Nah. I think like auto cars, it just takes away some of the skill of riding. And with bikes, I think it's more. You're more connected to the machine than you are with a car. It's like I saw talking. Yeah, like somebody was talking about keyless start on a bike. Would you ever have it? And I mean, you have the same thing that if you leave your key behind, then you're just as stuck as if you've lost your key. Any other way. Because I think you can still start it with your phone now, or something. You don't actually need the key for the keyless. What am I doing over here? And I think with the keyless entry, it's keyless entry. What I'm talking about? Keyless ignition. One of the things about motorbikes is it is a more visceral experience. Yeah, but that's your car though, right? Well, I mean, for a motorbike, would you even consider that though? It's an Audi call it a convenience key, don't they? Hate snipers. Can't hit shit with them. Yeah, so for bikes, it's part of the experience of connecting with a machine, and you put the key in. You know, it's you're connecting to it, and you're telling it to start. With some, well, with cars, at least with some cars, yeah, it's just different, isn't it? So such a here. Yeah, it's not so bad, but yeah, I'd still probably not want it on the bike. I have a hatred of cars that beep at you for just the smallest of things. I remember driving to a friend of mine's over in Wales one time, and I'd hired a car to do the journey just because the Golf that we had was kind of a bit old and it just didn't need to do those kind of miles. And let's get a shot at. And I still remember feeling that the car kind of rumble the steering wheel as I was getting a bit close to the central reservation. And I was like, I can't be on the white lines already. And I didn't realise that it was the car was doing that. It was putting a shake into the steering wheel, telling me I was getting close to the line. And it also was just dabbing the brake a bit. I was like, oh my god. I was close to fucking slinging it into the barrier at that point. So when I got to my destination, the first thing I did is I went through all the menu items. I switched off all the warning and the things. It drives me mental. It drives me mental whenever I've been in any car that does driver aids. I think they're dangerous. Purely because they're distracting the driver from actually driving. You're not meant to be... And I can understand why they're trying to do it as a safety thing to keep you within certain parameters. But that's not what driving is. Too many bullets here. Too many bullets. 5-7. Beans for lunch. See, it needs to have a carbon monoxide sensor so I can just open the window for those times. Yeah. I'll go for a headshot there. Run away. It's nice of him to die in this corner. 177. No. Stop it. Let's patch it. Ooh. Good. What was in here? 180. 200. Need a better optic though. Little holographics did its best, but 2 times ideally, but it'll do. Yeah, I think ADS is faster. I think that's its advantage. You lose some of the surround on the screen. It blocks some of your vision, but I think it scopes faster. Here you got the red dot. Yeah, it's a bit slower. How are we doing? Not too bad for a zone. Not seen the kill field really. So if you've not played this game in a while, you don't know about the zombies. Yep, zombies. They introduced it with the last. It's like this. This is a new muzzle brake that came in recently. It's basically like the compensator, but even more recoil control. But the zombies come in the airdrops now. These big containers. As soon as you get close to the container, they break out. There's about 10 small, regular size zombies, and then there's one big one. Let's see if I can get close to the airdrop, you'll see. I haven't actually heard an airdrop. Oh, this doesn't have the red zone, if that's what you were meaning. There's the drop over there. You know the red crate that comes down? The airdrop. On this map, it used to be you'd get a whole bunch of... You get that one, plus you get a whole bunch of like small crates. Now you get this big one that's got all the zombies and stuff in it. Oh, game crash. Fucking game. Look at this. This spike. This is what it does. It flatlines on my 3D thing, then it spikes 100% and kills the game. Every fucking time. Don't know. It's been doing it since the last... I don't know how long now? 6 weeks? Ever since there was an update, it's just been doing it. And it does that spike on the GPU, and I don't know why it's doing it. I've updated the drivers and everything, but I do not know. At least I'm out in the open, but at least I'm in the zone and I don't think there was much around me. But yeah, zombies are alright. You can drive over them, which kind of makes them a bit easy to kill. It's supposed to be the story behind this Tego. The survivors or something. They basically got experimented on and given this serum, which had adverse effects of making them zombies. Oh, what the hell am I doing here? Like a verve some. I haven't changed my settings, if that's what you mean. It's quite a good way of killing people because they usually go for the drops. And when they go for the drops, they're too busy shooting zombies and they don't really pick up the fact that they're getting shot at from the side. Oh, it's kind of open, isn't it? Fat Joe, New Zealand. Running people over in this car. As long as there's nobody over there, I might be alright. No, mine's set to high performance all the time. Basically, give me all the power. Oh, 2 cars. Oh, he is going over that way. The center. Yeah, he's over there. What about? Got one of them in the head, I think. Go shooting in that corner. fucking nuisance of myself, that's not good. I wonder. Couldn't see. All I could do was shoot and hope. Didn't even touch him. Well, I got two of them. I was hoping to get that first one without him actually knowing I was on the roof. If I'd managed that, I'd have been alright. Maybe I should have. I didn't have a grenade, did I? Alright. Well, cheers for dropping in. I'll might catch you next time. Take it easy. That might be it for me streaming as well. So just let this game play out and see how they go. They have a revive point here. As well, they're not the one actually to recover them. They're still kind of in. Damn it, I needed to get that first kill clean. Because then I could have taken two from the roof. Maybe caught the third one. And then by then it's they're just panicking for the last one. Oh, they came in the car. I guess it was downhill, so it's doable. Slows them down though. 45 kilometers an hour. Into a wall. Just messed up the game a bit. Yeah, do what you can when you're on. Right on the left, just a bit across the road. I think. Can't tell me, he's moved around too much. Thought I caught a motion of somebody. Yeah, that kind of direction. I was looking at the tree. Right, let's try. music some volume, shall we? What if I can? No, it's not actually playing music. No. What it was. Anyway. Annoying, I thought it was playing music. There we go. I thought it was playing the music and it hasn't. Oh, of course I reinstalled. Lights up. That'll be why. That'll be why. Oh, I love enjoyed the music. Even if you haven't heard it. If this has been watched on YouTube, then you're not going to hear it anyway. Oh, top of the rock, dude. Top of the rock. Right there, behind that one. Right, to your right. It is blind. No, that one. Yeah, that rock. Oh my god, he's not marking him, is he? He should be saying he's on this rock here. Right there. Just fucking molly a molly behind it. Really? Fucking hell. And I lost it, those guys. Oh well, there you go. Okay, got the music going. So there we go. That's PUBG for tonight. Game only crashed 4 times or so. Jesus. I don't know how many games we played actually. It's like every 3 games. Third game, it crashes. How many have we done? 6. That was like every other game, it crashed. I raised a support ticket with PUBG and they never responded. Or do the obvious things, reinstall the game, and I mean I always reinstall it anyway after any kind of bigger update. I just delete it and then reinstall fresh. But yeah, I don't know why, it just suddenly started crashing mid-game. And it's worse if I'm playing with a squad or when I'm streaming like now. I expect it to happen once, maybe twice, but not 4 times. Don't know why. Always that spike in the task manager and the 3D render. Every time. Every time. Right, well, I'm gonna call it a night, even though I'm still wide awake. I'm let's just switch back to the usual outfit. More like it. So that's me. We're going to have a drink, a cup of tea or something. And until the next time, people. We out. We would have pressed the right button. Bye.